free. What's up, Faraz Alami here, and I'm with a special friend, and his name is Chad Nicely. I've known Chad for years and years. He's come up with great solutions and softwares that exist till today, keeps upgrading it, and he's come up with something massive, especially with AI. It's super exciting, and there's a lot of cool features, and one simple feature that you will really be excited about. Chad, the mic is yours. I want to hear about it. We spoke about it off recording, off video, and I would love my peeps to know all about it.
Yeah, Faraz. Well, thanks for having me here. Um, so yeah, obviously it's no surprise. At the time we're shooting this video, it's what, February 3rd, 2025. AI has been super hot this year, right?
Right.
So I always say timing is everything, and we've actually been working on this. Oh, I think what was about 6 months ago when we started this, and we saw it going that direction. But this is doing something a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. And the first thing I'm going to tell you, I appreciate you mentioning the fact. I mean, some of our software is 14 years old. Everlesson's still 14 years old. EasyLinks is still 14 years old. I'm about to turn 50 next year, so that's how long I've been doing this business. But we evolve our software all the time.
And
There's
of course,
always updates that
right?
happen.
It's gonna be your birthday tomorrow.
No, I just had my birthday. It was
Right.
your wife's birthday. It wasn't my birthday,
Oh, okay.
right?
That's
Um, yeah, that was a pretty fantastic cake too. Thank you so much for mentioning that. So, the thing that I like to emphasize with people is I know there's people that build software to sell software, to launch software. That's not me. What I do is I see an opportunity and I go, oh my God, we got to create a software for this,
right.
right? And so usually when we create a software, it's because we can just tie people in to the software with a strategy. And so that's how our people are so successful because the strategy and the secrets and everything are mapped out ahead of time. And now we just need a software to kind of automate or speed up the whole process so that people are successful. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes complete sense. I've known you for years. I know the success rate that you've created in the industry, and we're glad that you came up with this crazy product, to be honest.
Well, and so this is going to sound really cliche. This is going to sound really mm, like not so like a lot really big time marketer here. But honest to God, this is probably one of the biggest opportunities I've seen. I got in the business in 1998 before there was an internet marketing business. Um, and it's not because it's AI.
Right.
And you don't even know what I'm about to tell you, but this software is going to take care of traffic.
Well,
So, what I've been teaching my students for so many years is that really to succeed in this business, if you take away all the tools and services, you need two things. Number one, you need something to sell. And number two, you need somebody to sell to.
correct.
And it always surprises me how many people struggle and they're buying tools and services and everything. There's
Most
nothing wrong
great
with that.
struggle with traffic. So this is a crazy opportunity for them to hear.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you're a master at creating software and giving people the rights to resell it. And so am I. And we've been teaching people, we've been selling courses, we've been doing all this stuff for years. But traffic has always been a struggle, right? It's because they don't have the authority, or they're not able to run ads, or they're not good at organic marketing. They didn't want to put themselves on video, like whatever it is. But today, what's happening with traffic is unbelievable. And I've heard marketers say this for the last 20 years, ever since I entered the business. The term has always been, you're going to make leads and sales in your sleep. Have you ever heard that before?
Yeah, always. I've always heard it.
And it was never true. It was always BS. It was never true. I can honestly say that with what we've set up, people make leads and sales in their sleep. And I know people are like, oh, come on, Chad. But when I break down everything in the second part of this interview, I think you'll understand the reason why, right?
Right.
So the first, so that's a hook to get people excited for what's to come, right? So the first part of our software, it is a AI expert training software, right? So I want you, like, in my business, I have a lot of software. I have a lot of trainings. If I write a book, whatever it is, I want to have a bot that is trained on everything I do. Because this is, look, pay attention right now because businesses are coming to expect this. You're going to open up a website now, and if it doesn't have an actual, chatbot, a very effective chatbot powered by AI with personality and everything, people are going to be like, oh man, these people don't know what they're doing. They're behind in the times, right? So it's time for people to start paying attention. But if you've ever had to, do you have a chatbot software?
We do. We have an AI agents software that does have chatbot. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm sure that you understand that simplicity is super, super important.
Exactly.
So when I'm a little bit different. Like everything that I create in my software, I actually lay out myself. I'm very, very visionary. And if something's too complicated, I make them redo it. I come up with a logic, I make them redo it. Because I believe that everybody logs in that software, there's one thing that everybody needs to be able to do. And I'm able to get 90% of those people to be able to do that one thing. And then everything else is a bonus, right?
Right.
So everybody in my community is creating chatbots with the personality, with the tone, and obviously they're able to train mostly from a simple URL now, right? Um, but on top of that, the smoking gun is they're able to deploy it to Messenger, WhatsApp, and Instagram.
And I've heard the WhatsApp one is really, really exciting.
I think the Instagram one is really, really exciting. You're about to find out the reason why, right? That's where the big opportunity is, hint, hint, right? But it is a one-click deployment to do that. So I shot the video the other day. I was actually physically running through my living room. It only took 100 takes. I'm 49 years old, so I was wiped out when I did that.
Okay.
But then I came and I sat down on my computer and I proved that you could set up this beautiful chatbot in 2 minutes or less. I did it in a minute and 56 seconds.
Wow.
And I can do it all day long. So every single piece of software I have, every single training I have, every single book I have, every single event I have, if we go outside of the marketing world, chiropractors, restaurants, car lots, hotels, right? There is so many opportunities out there to tie into these chatbots, and people are going to expect it. And what's incredible about it, I've never done this before. I always have the client license as a separate part in the funnel. I've included the client license on the front of this because that's how big I believe the opportunity is. And I don't want to stop anybody from going out there and making the money. And what's
Right.
going to happen is they're going to go land a hotel or they're going to go land a little restaurant or something like that. They're going to get a check and they're going to discover, wow, this is a great opportunity. And then they're going to want to get our multi-client feature because you have, different API keys there. The dashboard's laid out differently. It's set up for clients. But
Mhm.
to get started, man, we're letting people go out like on the front end and go out there and land a client, right? That's in the
Wow.
commercial license.
That's huge value, to be honest.
Yeah. So it's the ease of the system. Obviously, it's super, super fast. It is building, I can build an expert on anything. So I can build, I'm from Wyoming, so I was playing around and there's a fish in Wyoming called a walleye. Do you have walleye out there?
Yeah.
Do you fish at all?
I eat a lot of fish, a lot of seafood, even lobster, crab.
Oh, poor you. I'm talking about the white man's lobster, which is a walleye, and you're over there. Oh my God, I love seafood.
Mm,
Now we're gonna pay you a trip, right?
man,
Um,
seafood is the
but I
best.
created an expert. I could create an expert on lobsters. I could create an expert on walleye. I created an expert on Connie's business, which is a hair salon, right?
Nice.
We provide you with done for you menus of experts already done, but you can create an expert on anything you want to. Does it make sense?
That makes complete sense. That's crazy. You simplified everything basically for the end user to go out and make money with it.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Yeah, and we spent a lot of time making sure that it looked incredible. I can show you if you want. I got a couple of them up on
I
the
would
screen.
love to actually see a bit of it. I know you don't want to reveal too much, because you want to get people on that webinar tomorrow that you will tell us about in a bit, but I would love them to see a bit of it. I mean, the dashboard alone is crazy nice.
Yeah, can you see it right now?
I can see it.
Yeah, and I can turn it to dark. I can do light, but what would you like to build a bot on?
Uh, let's build a bot on supercars.
Supercars? Okay. What's your dream car?
Mine? It's a Rolls Royce.
The Rolls-Royce Ghost.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll do super luxury cars. How about that? Save changes. Okay. Now I can go inside of here and I know you think I'm very, very technical and sophisticated. I'm not. I need things stupid simple. In other words, if I make a change to the headline over here, I want to see it over here, right? So I
Right.
could say super luxury cars or the world's LD world's fanciest super luxury cars. Okay. Uh, the Rolls. How do you spell Rolls again? Is that how you spell it?
ROLLS.
ROLS. It's
OLS.
early for me. It's early for me, right? All right. So I just put that there. And then for the greeting or whatever, we could just say hello there. Tell me about your car. Ask me anything about cars. Okay. So you saw how it updated over here. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and save that because when we come to the second step now, this is where you can go and use our account. That's fine to get started, but you're eventually going to want to put in your own key,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
then what happens is we can come over here and we can go ahead and choose all these experts. These are experts that other partners have been creating, right, during the demos. But this is something that I don't think people have seen before. So we're going to go ahead and say, what was fancy cars? What was the title he gave me? What was the title he gave me?
The fancy, wealthy, fancy cars, something like that.
Wealthy, fancy cars expert. You know, I know nothing about cars. As long as it gets me to point A to point B, I'm good, right? Okay, so I'm going to build it in my account. Okay. And so now I'm just going to go ahead. We're going to choose like witty for the tone. I'm going to go ahead and paste that here. And what's going to happen is what's cool is AI is always changing. So you can come in here, you can see that it's creating instructions with the latest capabilities that are here. We can create capabilities for anything out there. Okay. And as soon as it's done, I'm going to save this expert. So when the progress bar goes away, we'll save the expert. Pretty easy, right?
Pretty super, super easy. Yeah.
Yeah, not real complicated. And you can see it's almost done. It's going to go through. It's bringing in the tone. It's so what's cool is as there's changes happening in AI, as they keep advancing things, we're just going to keep updating it. So you'll just refresh your instructions and it'll just update your bot.
Right. It's very
So
nice.
yeah, so look at these. Okay, now it's done. So I could come over here and I could refresh it if I want to. But it's going to go ahead and save this expert inside of my account, right? And now let's come back over to the bot, which is right here, and let's go ahead and pull this in, right? So now I come over here and wealthy fancy cars expert. And by the way, if I wanted to change it, I can change it too. I can add to it. I can remove things. Okay.
You can,
But
yeah.
you don't need to, right? So I save the settings. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. And I'm going to say car show. And if you look on the right-hand side, see how it's putting these buttons here?
Yeah.
Let's see, a tour, and what else? Newest models. Okay, very, very simple, yeah?
Mhm.
So you're almost done. But now what's going to happen is we're going to come over here and we're going to go ahead and update this with whatever we want, right? So I can put in files, I can put in text, I can put in website, I could put in Q&A, right? So if you actually had a car lot, I mean, I'm talking to a guy right now out here in Vegas, I'm in Las Vegas, that has a car lot, and he's like, dude, I want to build one of your bots for every single one of my cars in the lot. How smart is that?
Yeah.
Think about it, right? So I'm just going to come over here real quick because we didn't. Normally, what would happen is I would open up Canva and I would create a logo real fast, but it's too early for me, for us. You're too early. So I'm going to say fancy cars logo, just real quick. I don't recommend anybody steal anything from Google, but just to kind of show you, um, we'll do this guy. This will look good, right? So we'll do this guy. We'll do the Bentley logo. All right. Let me see if I can save it there. Yep. So look, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my logo there, right? Where is it at? The hardest part for me is finding images. Okay, there it is. There's the logo. And then I could just go ahead and put like the B by itself if I wanted to, but it's gonna appear up here. So you would probably just want to put like the B there,
Mhm.
right? Instead
Like,
of
like a favorite.
I'm gonna put your logo there.
Right.
I just happen to have that. And then I can put the widget here too. And so you can see that, actually, we'll leave that one alone. I don't want to put the same one here, but you can see that is playing off of black. I don't want anybody creating ugly software. So I'm very, very careful giving you options where you can't create ugly software. Because if you turn around and make this a bright color, you just broke your design,
Yeah.
right? So something very, very simple and clean, like this right here looks good. This looks good. And then let's just go ahead and turn this into a black theme, right? And what we might do is we might make this black as well, right? So we'll make this black and we'll make the text white. What do you think?
Amazing. It looks, I mean, it's classy.
This looks good, right?
Yeah, it looks really good. Very clean.
This, this is what I had to have for my business, and this is what business owners want, right?
Right.
And now what happens is we can come over here and I'm not going to walk through this process, but basically you just come over here and you just go ahead and everything's owned by Facebook, right? The Facebook gods own everything.
Right.
But I would just go ahead and continue as me. And then it would say get started. And then I would come over here and I would go ahead and put in my WhatsApp phone number. And then this bot is now working on WhatsApp as well as Messenger, as well as Instagram.
So, in regards to Instagram, I think this is really powerful. I do Instagram right now on social media. Like, I have over 73,000 followers right now. So, I think something like this could really help me when I reach out to DMs, basically, by people to sell them my high ticket.
Don't you give up my surprise. I remember I told you I got a surprise. I
Right.
got I got the smoking gun coming up, right? And you're treading on it there. Yeah, no, you're gonna freak out when you find out what I'm about to tell you.
Okay, let's
I
go.
promise you. You don't even know this yet for us. It's a big surprise, right?
No idea, to be honest. That's why we're doing the interview.
So now look, we come over here and I do I'll make sure I save it, right? There's some other things we can do, like what if we want to go out there and what if we want to build a list? You can build a list too. You can put people in your newsletter. We can have it to where this opens up before they start or after they send their first message. So then you're able to put them in an autoresponder. I keep forgetting to mention that one. You're the first interview I've mentioned that, right?
I'm using I'm
Um,
I'm using this for my business.
yeah. So now, watch this. So I come over here to bot URL, and you have a sample of it right here, and I
Mhm.
could show you on the phone too, right? Uh, Let me go ahead and show you what this looks like, right? Without even training it. Look at the response. Well, hello there. Ready to rev up your engines and dive into Lexus roll of fancy cars? Let me know how I can assist you. Come on, man. Like what? We live like in the Jetsons. You ever hear the Jetsons? That
Yeah,
was a
okay.
cartoon.
I used to watch them when I was young, yeah.
It's ridiculous, right? And at the same time, I just created my bot. But what if I told you we've also got a page, right? So if I come over here, now I'm on my page. Let me just go ahead and put the same exact logo here real fast because you can do something a little bit different with the page. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this here. And I'm gonna put your logo there again for the round one, right?
Mm.
So not only do you have the bot in the URL, but look at this here. You also have a page that is keeping track of the conversations and everything that you can use for your business as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and send this to myself so I can show you on the phone as well. So you can see what this looks like on the phone, right? I mean, we spent so much time on this because this is something I had to have in my business. And
I mean,
because of that,
it's obvious that you actually took care of every single detail.
every single detail, because I'm going to go out there and sell this. Like Connie's going to have it at her hair salon,
Mm.
right? So if you look here on my screen, let me turn down my brightness real quick. I was up super late and had to have my brightness pretty bright. So look here.
Yes,
Can you see that?
I can see it.
Yeah, so if I just go ahead and click a button, like you'll see how fast it responds. So the same exact URL
Yeah, yeah.
that you have on the screen, see how fast it came in? Yeah, and you know what? It's telling me all about Ferrari SF90, Stradale, the Bentley Flying Spur, the Rolls-Royce Ghost, Lamborghini Huracan
Honestly, I
EVO.
haven't seen an AI bot that came out in the market as small as this. You've actually created this in a couple minutes. I mean, I'm amazed. I'm in shock, to be honest.
But we haven't, but the thing is, we haven't even trained it yet. We haven't given it URLs. We haven't, and the personality is what blows my mind, right? So you're still over here on the screen, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, now, here's the thing. Forget about all that. That's child's play.
Okay.
That is child's play, right? So let's go back to what you were saying. All right. So now everything here, that's the front end. You can go and create 200, I think you can create 250 chatbots. You get the URL, you get the embed code, you get the chatbot widget, and you get to deploy it to all the meta properties. So when you come over here to your dashboard on the front end, and you have the commercial rights, you can create 250 of these things, and you can categorize them by group and everything else.
That's more than enough for the front end.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
But like I just said, forget about that.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, can we go into the upsell? Are you cool with that?
Yes.
This is part of our platinum program. Okay. So
Okay.
our pro feature is unlimited bots, unlimited domains, and then you can also add a list of incentives that the bot will use to capture the email if you didn't have the welcome gate. You can add a list of recommendations that the bot will use to sell your products and services.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But forget about all that, right? So here's the magic. This is the biggest opportunity I've ever seen. Okay. So you just mentioned Instagram.
Right.
Have you seen how ridiculously dumb Instagram has got today? Like, how long have you been in the business for us?
Uh, you mean digital marketing?
Yeah, how long?
I've been since 2014. So that's around
Okay.
11, 12 years.
Okay. So I came in 1998. When I came in, there was no video. So I saw video come in. I saw MySpace come in. I saw Facebook come in. I saw social media take off. Then I saw video get hot and heavy, SEO. Then I saw short form video. And you know what? For us today, people don't even have the patience for short form video anymore. If a video is 7 seconds, that's too long.
Yeah, that's
So now, what's crazy is you see stupid little things like this that's created with Canva that's you don't put yourself on video anymore. You don't say anything anymore. You don't put your picture there anymore. This says, I asked ChatGPT to turn my Instagram into a client generated machine and find max my client base in 5 days. Here's the prompt I use. And you know what, for us? There's 2,261 comments.
yeah, I've seen a lot of those on Instagram actually. I've seen a lot of those.
This is it. This is the opportunity right here. 2,261 comments. So look, I failed math, but if we got the email of 40% of those, that's 800 people that have raised their hands saying, I'm interested in what you have.
Exactly.
800 people that just went on your list. Now, I've done this. I went out there and I created a channel and I was super focused I was pumping out videos. I was teaching people how to build software. Like I was doing this. I was getting jiggy with Instagram.
Mm.
I couldn't keep up with the comments like myself, right? And the problem is if you don't respond to a comment, especially if you're trying to generate a lead or make a sale, if you don't respond to a comment in 5 minutes, it drops your conversions by 371%. You have a 371% less chance of getting the email or getting the sale if you don't respond to that person. They lose interest.
That's right. Yeah.
371%. That's called speed to lead. So what if I told you, you ready for this?
I think you're gonna tell me what's gonna excite me.
Oh, I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. So, what if I told you when you make the post and somebody comments, AI Bot Studio will jump in there and comment back, and it's 100% original. So it looks at their comment, it looks at what your base reply is, and it creates its own comment. And then this is the magic of Instagram. Like, forget about TikTok, forget about Facebook, pay attention to Instagram. There's real people raising their hands where you're going to build a massive list and you're going to be able to make sales. I'm telling you right now, it's there for the next 3 years, right? As soon as AIBot Studio comments, see, Instagram has rules that says as soon as somebody engages with you, you can send them a DM. There's two ways somebody can engage. Number one, they send you a message, or number two, they comment. So now AI Bot Studio will turn around and send a message to the person that just commented. So it's going to comment for you using your assistant, using your expert, and it's going to send a message. Now, here's the magic. So let's say this. Let's say that you posted a simple image out there on a training you're doing on AI, right? And you tell people type AI down below. They type AI. AI Bot Studio jumps in there and says, "Oh man, that's great. You're gonna love this. Sent you a DM." Right? So now it sends a DM and it says, "Hey, here's a link to go join Frost's training." The person responds and says, "Oh, by the way, what time is it? What time does the training take place?" Guess what happens for us?
What happens?
Your bot jumps in there and starts talking to the person. Because remember, we deployed it on Instagram.
Crazy stuff.
Full circle, baby. Do
So
you get it? The comment, the sending, and now it handles the reply. Full circle.
wow. So
Game
basically, it's
over.
doing the selling for me at this point. It's doing everything for me.
Doing everything for you. I
Wow.
mean, we're deploying this as a sales agent. We're putting this on our fresh desk, our support desk. We're using this everywhere. We're putting this in our courses. I mean, there's so much more I can tell you. Like we're very, very focused on AI right now. I have a team that watches everything happening with all the platforms, all the advancements, because this is going to be the first platform it goes to, right? Because I need this in my business. And I'm out speaking on stages and everything, all about AI and everything. I need this in my business. And it had to be stupid simple. So when I get up on a stage and I say, I'm going to build a chatbot in 2 minutes, I can do it.
Honestly, with these powers, I think every one of my customers, everyone on my list needs this in their business as well. I mean, this is a crazy opportunity. I don't think anybody should miss on.
Now, here's the thing. We're not the first ones to create that ability. There was a platform out there called ManyChat, and you build this big old workflow. You've seen those big old maps that it confuses everybody and gives you a headache, and you just want to go start drinking, right?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Today, instead of going this far with it, you could be right here. And that little chatbot is smart enough that you don't have to put all those conversations in there anymore. It does all that automatically, right? And guess what? That software that did all this was super, super complicated, super confusing. Do you want me to show you how easy this is?
Yeah. I would love to see actually.
I don't think you're ready for this, dude.
Yeah.
Like your whole business is about to change. Like you're gonna be like, Chad, I am all about this Instagram thing now. Like, because we're dropping a lot of stuff that we're doing in our business, and we're just gonna focus on this, right? Because we know that this is the traffic.
Yeah,
So look at this.
this will save me a lot of money, a lot of time. It will increase my conversions. I mean, it's just a hassle-free thing to run my business, especially through Instagram. It's just amazing what you've built here. I'm just amazed so far. And you want to show me some more? I think you're gonna give me a heart attack soon.
Look at this. See where it says message automations?
Right,
I'm gonna
yes.
come over here. I'm gonna choose that account. Here's right here. Let me get rid of this one. I'm gonna show you this. You're gonna freak out when you see this. So I'm gonna choose that account. And first of all, if I flip this switch, then this whole entire account is now automated.
Right, yeah.
Every single time there's a comment made, it will respond and it'll message. And I'll show you how you're going to set that up. But in addition to that, let's say that I have a special post, like this is our dog here. His name's Bane. So I'm going to bring Bane in. Okay. Now here's the post. Now watch this. See these two little icons right here?
Hmm.
I come over here to these dots and I say IG comment. Are you seeing this?
Yeah.
And I say, thank you so much for commenting. Check your DM. Okay. And then if I want to have it to where if they tell me to piss off, it doesn't comment, or if they need to type a specific mandatory keyword before it comments. And oh, I want to make sure I turn it on. Save changes and now turn pink. See it? And now I come back over here and I say IG messaging and I could do the same exact thing. Uh, thanks for commenting. Here is a link to Faraz. Okay, I do the same exact thing. Save changes. See that there? This post now has that enabled. The whole entire account is automated, first of all, because I could do the same exact thing for the catch-all. But on top of that, if I just want to do specific posts and have it do it differently, just connected to the properties. Now, how easy was that? No big mind map, no big workflow.
It's so simple. It's so simple.
It's simple.
Yeah. So this is a wonderful chat. I mean, fill us in on what time is the webinar? What's going to be revealed on the live training, the pre-launch, the perks, why they should be on the webinar, and obviously you're gonna reveal a lot of cool stuff that you probably didn't even show me right now. So fill me in on this information,
Yeah, so the webinar goes down Tuesday, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, my time.
which is
Early. Like I'll be drinking my coffee and taking my shots. 7 a.m. Pacific Standard, that's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
perfect.
Uh, my webinars are totally crazy. You never know what's going to happen. I'm not scripted. I'm a pretty crazy guy. I've been known to jump up and down on my desk or
I know
whatever.
you.
But
I know you.
yeah. But when I leave, I ask everybody on a scale of 1 to 10, how do we do? And I always get 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, because I get to know everybody by name. I find out what their business is. And based on the needs of everybody on the call, that's the direction that the presentation goes, right? Obviously, we're going to open up the doors to this incredible thing. We'll have, a really good special on that. And I'm going to break down the InstaSurge matrix system on that call, right? I kind of giving you some secrets here, right? Um, but yeah, I'm going to break down this whole process and then do a deeper dive into the software, build some bots for people. It's going to be a good time. It'll be a great time.
Amazing. I think I'll be on the webinar because I want to go through everything that you're gonna dig in on the webinar, especially with different people from different niche and industries. I want to check it out live, to be honest.
Yeah, man, it'll be good. It'll be good. The one thing I do pretty well is webinars, right? I can't find my way home half the time. I suck at directions. I screw up every date, every time, right? And I failed math in school, but man, when it comes to webinars, I'm okay. So I'll focus on that.
That's right. That's right. There's only one more person that I know that is really not scripted on webinars. Aside from you, is just Wayne Crow, and that's about it. No one else that
He's
I know
good.
is like you guys, when it comes to
He's
webinars.
good, but he ain't gonna jump up and down on his desk like a monkey.
That's right.
He's Batman. He'll fly off like Batman,
Yeah,
right?
he's
Yep,
Batman.
yep,
Perfect, Chad.
yep.
It's a pleasure to have you
By
on the.
the way, wait. I got something else too. Fast action bonus on that day. Miss Connie Joe, look what she's put together for the first 250 people.
Really?
Yeah, this is how we do launches, man. We
No,
send
great.
out these,
So the
we
first
send out these
50,
boxes. Look at my shirt. Look at my shirt. Look at this tumbler. Look at this. Look at this beautiful tumbler, man. We do all this stuff in house. We create these shirts. We create these tumblers. We
wow,
create these. I put a workbook in there. Now look at this. Look at the back of my shirt. You see what it says? It says every business needs AI.
yeah,
Ask me how. So my people go and they wear shirts to meetups, business conventions, and people tap them on the shoulder and say, "Hey, your shirt says ask me how." You're going to get this shirt. You won't have this part here because we don't want you promoting our product. We just want the AI part. And then this says every business needs AI. Ask me how.
that's crazy. How do you come up with these ideas, man? You go all out.
Oh, dude, I don't sleep. We're all about value. Like we want our people to love us. We take good care of our people. We
So
take
the
good care of
first
our software.
250 will get these packages.
First 250, that's all she can handle. Unless you want to come hop on a plane and fly out here and help the poor girl, all she can handle is 250 boxes. That's a lot. And there's a workbook that goes with it. There's the hat, there's the tumbler, there's the shirt. She always puts a ton of stickers in there. She has me handwrite a thank you card every time. Yeah, no, we put a lot of love into what we do.
And that's all the reason why they must be on that pre-launch webinar to get a chance to be a part of these first 250, basically.
Yeah, and we're giving away a multi-client license on that webinar too.
Wow. Okay. Okay, guys, you've heard it from the legend right here, Chad. So you're gonna see him tomorrow. Be on the webinar on the 4th of Feb on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Come in early, come in 15 minutes early because it might get packed. And, usually some webinar platforms don't allow you to, there's a maximum cap basically, right, on attendees. So come in early. And yeah, do you want to add anything else, Chad?
No, man. I mean, look, here's the thing. Keep this stupid simple. Like if you come in here, actually use this, set yourself up to look like $1 million. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the very best way to sell this product is to use it yourself and use it well. And if you do, if you use it in your business, other people will see it. See, everybody wants to buy, but nobody wants to be sold. So the very best way to sell somebody is to show them something without showing them, right? And so when they see you using something effectively in their business, they go, "Hey, do you think you can help me with that?" And that's how I made the majority of my sales, like in the offline world, like working with real businesses. Timing is everything. AI is everything right now. And I'm going to tell you right now, if they don't buy it from you, they're going to buy it from somebody else. So if you're not making the money that you want to make right now, it's simply because you're not asking for it. And 2025 should be yours because you're way ahead of the curve just by watching this presentation right now. So
That's,
go out there and make it happen.
that's right. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate you putting the time as well and coming on an
Yeah,
interview.
no, you're welcome.
It's a
You're
pleasure.
welcome.
Always a pleasure.
Awesome. We'll send you one of these shirts too.
Thank you. Thank you. And say hi to Connie.
I
I
will. I
okay.
will. I'll do it.
Until the
All
next time,
right.
mate. Take care.